All right. This is Bum Wine Bob. Welcome to a special live edition of Bum with Bobcat on the U of Tube or YouTube. I guess the kids call it these days. But we are here for a special holiday treat. The festivities, the 14 days of Four Loko have finally come to an end. We finally have the final entrant here with us. And I'm not here doing it alone because I wouldn't have this Four Loko today without this man here. He is my right-hand man on the podcast. He is the Ed McMahon of the show. Ed McMahon's party machine right here, bringing him in. Mr. Roadhouse is here. Mr. Mr. Ed McMahon himself. Roadhouse,
That's
man,
right.
how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Really pumped for this one.
I know. This has been weeks and weeks in the making, and we are doing it live here on YouTube. So if you are joining and watching, feel free to leave some comments, join in the chat. I'll do say hello, fans. I'm gonna put out there in the chat for the world to see. Feel free to join in, tell your friends, smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We're trying to grow the channel, more video content, more live stuff, hitting the streets, getting all the good stuff out there. So, tell your friends, the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel. We're trying to hit that 100 subscribers by January 1st. We're 14 away as of press time. So maybe this here, the reveal of what we're doing today, which you already know since it's in the title of the video.
Yeah. It's no secret.
It's no secret. You know what we've been searching for the past few weeks, and that is the Four Loko Jungle Juice that I was searching high and low for, doing videos. Roadhouse was out there searching for it, and he found it. He was able to hook me up with it, and we will get into that very shortly because that's what we both want to try out and see how it turns out there. But we can't go see. We got our Four Loko hats on. I'm sponsored by Four Loko. We got all our goodies here when it comes to it there. Look at this. Oh, see, Roadhouse just got his sticker, so now we can we can both. Oh,
how about that one up?
I know this guy gets a bonus sticker on Four Loko, but either way, it took them long enough to get it to you, but they did.
Yeah, since summertime.
Yeah. But before we get into the Four Loko that we're cracking open here, what are you drinking there right now? What are you pre-gaming with?
The Miller High Life, of course. I went out there yesterday. Yesterday was Christmas. Sunday afternoon, I re-upped and got a 30 rack of High Life, some more Four Lokos. Really filled the fridge all the way up.
Mm-hmm. You got to stock up. Yeah, stock up for the new year.
Proper. New Year, that was just for this week.
that should last you until the for the week.
Oh, it's only a couple days away.
Yeah, just about. So what I cracked open today was, well, as everybody knows by now, I've been searching high and low for Four Loko Jungle Juice since the day it was announced. I put the videos, the coolers where I'm going. I'm looking all over the place, and I found some goodies in my travels.
Right,
and one of them was the 40-ounce horror show here in the chat. Shout out to the Country Club right here, Country Club malt liquor, or now what they're calling it now, the sweet lager, because for whatever reason when they rebranded all these things like the Colt 45, rebranding it. This is the 16-ounce cans, and this is a spot it's in a kind of a shady area. It's not the worst spot, but it's like on the outskirts of it. So they have, as soon as you walk in, there's a security guy standing right by the registers. So you know when you walk in and a security guard in the liquor store that they're ready for some shit to go down out there. So I go in and walk in. I'm looking at the cooler. Okay, I see all the Four Lokos. I'm going high and low. Okay, no Jungle Juice. All right. Now, I haven't been in this spot in probably 2 years. And the last time I was there, they had Country Club in 40s and in 16-ounce cans. So I walk there, I look at the 40s. There's no Country Club 40s. I'm like, oh, maybe they don't have it anymore. But then I go down further. They had the 6-pack of these 16-ounce cans of Country Club for $4.99, and that's a pretty good.
That's a steal, yeah.
That, and right above it was the 6-pack of the Colt 45 12-ounce cans for only $3.99. I'm like, I can't not buy it
Correct.
at that price. I'm like, I can get Colt 45 all over the place. The 12-ounce cans I don't see often, and I'm like, for $3.99 a 6-pack, I have to buy it. There's no way I can't purchase it at that price. So I walked out with those guys, and I think that was all I got in that at that place. And then I keep on my travels. I go down the road, and I hit up the one spot back in June of 2022 that I picked up the 6 bottles of the Blue Label Thunderbird. I said, let me stop in. It said on the Four Loko Finder they have Four Loko there. Maybe they have
Right.
Jungle Juice. So I go in, I go to the cooler, look at the Four Loko, no Jungle Juice. Then I walk down the wine aisle, look down at the the bottom shelf, and there is, covered in dust, the one lonely bottle of Thunderbird that was left there, which I don't know if you can see, but there is the dust on the on the top of the bottle there. There was more on it too, but that kind of washed off. But I was trying to keep as much dust as I could on the top of it there. So I picked up that, and also the 40 of the St. Ides while I was there too. Because I was like, that's another one that's hard to find in 40. Because at the place I got, the Country Club, they did have the 24-ounce cans of the St. Ides. But I was holding out for the 40. So I was like, okay, well, luckily I did, and got to pick that up there. So we always say, you got to get out there, searching, look at the bottom shelf. You never know what you're finding. When people saw that post I put of the Thunderbird, like, that got like 100 likes on that, and it's funny. The old school always gets
it does
the hits. Anytime you put something like this there, there's the burp there for Efren. I'm sure he'll enjoy that one. You put Thunderbird, you put Night Train, you put any of the classics out there, the people go wild for it and they love it. And so stay tuned. In 2024, we're kind of be doing a little throwback, because in February it will be 10 years of bumwinebob.com since I started the blog and the website. So we're going to kind of throw it back with some of the classics. And in January, we're going to be starting it off with the Dirty Bird itself, the Thunderbird. You know, do a little Thunder Dew, see what else we can get into, what kind of trouble we can get into with Thunderbird in 2024. And a lot of the other ones there. We're going to go with the classics, the malt liquors, all that stuff, because as of today, we're going to cover the last Four Loko on the list, which will be number 14 of the 14 days of Four Loko Christmas, which it's 14 plus 3 or 4 days, depending on how you count, where it would have fell in line if the post office would have delivered it when they originally said they were going to, which was on Saturday the 23rd, was the expected delivery date, which did not happen. Holiday rush. Like, from the time you sent it out, they said, okay, expected delivery date Saturday, December 23rd. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. It's going to line right up. That's the last day. We covered 13 other flavors of Four Loko. Here's number 14, Jungle Juice that day. It'll be perfect. I'm sitting here waiting. We're like, okay, shows up. We're going live. We're going to do it. waiting.
No
Keep
movement.
refreshing that tracking all day long.
Yeah.
It was originally, it said, okay, expected delivery between 1:30 and 3:30. Okay, 1:30 comes along. The time frame goes out, but it still says, okay, the 23rd by 9 p.m. Okay, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. But the problem was it never departed the the first destination facility on the other side of the state, so it
Yeah.
wasn't even in town yet. And then by Saturday night, they had changed it to the expected delivery of Tuesday, the 26th, which is now where we are today as we sit here and get ready to crack open the Four Loko Jungle Juice for the
I
first
bet
time.
they've
So,
never had so many inquiries on a tracking number.
surprised we didn't crash the United States Postal Service website with the
You
amount of times we're sitting there
bastards.
refreshing the page all day long, constantly going, all right, refresh. Come on, let's get that.
They must have had a holiday Christmas party.
I think it was, yeah, the slackers. I mean, I get it. We
Yeah.
had to do this now. This is also on Four Loko for once again releasing this stuff during the holiday season,
Yeah.
which in the past we were able to get our hands on it pretty quick, but this one did not quite work out
So is this
the same way.
the 14th day of Four Loko or the 13.9?
I'm calling it the 14th day plus 3 is how I'm going to post
Yeah.
it. 3 or 4 depending on where it falls, because I'm like,
14
it
days.
would have been day 14, but now we're 3 days past it.
It's been great.
So
14
screw
days
it.
of 14%, but we're only 13.9
I
now.
know we're only at 13.9 now. But I think we need to get into it. I think
I do too. I'm kind of clenched.
I know we're getting ready.
I got goosebumps. I got
I know
goosebumps.
I think this is big time here, folks. This is the big time. If you're watching here live, or if you're watching in the archives on the replay, get on the phone, tell your friends, send them the link to the video,
Shit's
tell
going
them
down.
that we are going to crack open the new kid on the block that we have been waiting for here. Like, take it out here. Here we go. There it is. The Four Loko Jungle Juice. I mean, look at.
Yeah.
Like, if I can ever
What
line this up right to the damn camera over here.
freaking
No,
kick-ass
yeah,
can.
I know. Look at that. See?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, this is a kick-ass can. And guess what? I've had to stare at these for a freaking week now.
I know. Kudos to you for putting in the willpower of not cracking it open beforehand. And I said I stayed away from any videos, reviews
Right.
on
I've
it,
only seen that
with
one.
yeah, with the first original one before it was even announced that somebody said it was, and that was kind of like a half-ass review those guys did.
Yeah.
But like even my good buddy the Cinestalker did another holiday hood drinks episode on his YouTube, and he cracked open the Jungle Juice for that. Him and P Nasty over there on the Cinestalker YouTube page. So I watched the beginning of their video, but didn't watch the whole thing yet because I didn't want to spoil.
Yes.
I try not to get my judgment clouded by people's reviews.
So what are we looking for on this one? Read that profile again. You got that?
Yeah, see, so like we said here, we'll bring it up here. I'll bring up the little thing on it here. See the Jungle Juice. There's a new king of the jungle, and its name is Four Loko Jungle Juice. Our latest flavor is a wild mix of our favorite fruits, creating a fierce, you hear that? A fierce citrus punch. It's the perfect cooler filling for all party animals. And once again here, the new flavor there that that Aaron and Uncle loved the picture when I brought this up to those guys when they were on the podcast last week. Saying,
Yeah.
I love the animals. You got your lions, you got your tigers,
I'm the
you
hippo.
got elephants, the hippo. I mean, look at that crew right there. It's like the Bumwine Bob crew that we had
Sure.
on the 300th
The
episode.
300th episode looks just like
It's
that.
right there with those guys there. So let's see. I think it's time. Crack it open here. This is the 14th and final Four Loko here. The Four Loko Jungle Juice. Let's crack this open. Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, the first hint of definitely the citrus orange.
Yeah.
Smells pretty good. All right. Let's do it. Cheers. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's like a nice. That's a nice.
Do you hear that?
Oh man, you made me dribble on me. It's funny. I sat down before and I look at the poster behind me and I'm like, why is it all sticky? And I realized it was probably from me spinning the Four Loko can around. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's all these little sticky spots.
Yeah.
On this, which I have the koozie bag is hanging here behind me, just in case. But
all right, that was good. These are dangerous.
Yeah, that is. See, and this is why you don't believe the people.
Yeah.
That review the things.
What's wrong with this one is it don't have that typical Four Loko follow at the end. It's all flavor. It's all that citrus, that fierce shit they were talking about.
Yeah, that's that fierce.
I'm gonna put some in a glass and get this cup. Ooh,
yes, we want to see how the color. So is that a nice orange?
Yeah, very good color. I might have to get another one because this one's going to be gone quick. This one's a dangerous one.
Yeah, no, that's I'm trying. It's definitely got the orange. I want to say like a tangerine.
Yep.
Flavor in there.
Zero alcohol taste. What do you think?
Yeah, very, 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 very small. You can barely taste it in there. It, like I said, it doesn't have that burn and that follow.
Yeah.
After that, some of them do, because as I said, I've been going through this year, revisiting all the flavors, because there will be now that we hit the 14th and final Loko, I will be putting out by the end of the year the Four Loko power rankings.
Okay.
For 2023, I'm going to rank where I think all these flavors fall. All 14 of them now. I'm going to go from number 14 to number 1 of my top picks of Four Loko. Yeah, I know people are very anticipating this. This is big time.
It is
stuff here,
and it's a touchy subject. It's a very touchy subject, and we all know how I feel about USA.
It's a very polarizing subject. You go out there, and some people, like I was going through on Reddit a few weeks back, and because I was looking to see if there was anybody who had any hints of where I can find jungle juice.
Right.
And people were posting in just the alcohol subreddit. A guy posted a picture of the Warheads, and he's like, oh, this is awesome. I drank 1 can. I'm so buzzed. It's great. And then you get the usual people that show up, the Four Loko haters. They're like, oh, well, how do you drink this? Blah, 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 garbage. And then you get people that are like, no, you're perfect for the best bang for the buck. it will get the job done
right
for you. And then they get in the debate over the flavors, and a lot of people did not like the gold. I was surprised because I
really
think that's up there. It's one of
that
the
is
better ones.
surprising because that
And
yeah
they're like, oh, I can drink all of them except for the gold and something else. I'm like, that's interesting. I think you and I both think that the
yeah
gold
gold's in my top
is one
three.
of the top. Yeah.
Gold is definitely in my top three. And I'll give you what my rankings were prior to trying this. I had Gold, Sour Punch, and then USA is my number one.
Mm-hmm.
That shit just changed today. It's rearranged.
Well, see, now that you cracked it open for the first time, now you can go back and you can have another one now
Yes.
and see, because we've done it before.
Yes.
And we saw it with me in the USA, and that was on the negative side of things, where I was like, I don't like the USA. I'm like, it's not bad, but it's not great. I wouldn't really pick it. And then a few months later, I go back, try it again, and I was like, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. So, but this one, first
I don't know.
thoughts on
There
it.
was a lot of anticipation on this one, more than any other one we've tried.
Mm-hmm.
There, the buildup. I was afraid the buildup was going to let us down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that first drink was killer.
Whew, yeah, you need to, take a deep breath here, kind of let it simmer. Anybody out there who is here live watching, if you've had the jungle juice yet, let us know in the chat. Or if you watch this after the fact, leave a comment about it and see. As we're gonna run the ticker along the bottom here. Four Loko Jungle Juice is here. See, it's official. We're drinking it now. The juice here.
I'm going to try to get this to happen for me. I'm trying to see the live chat.
See, and as we said, we were still working out all the technology, the kinks that go along with it over here. So don't worry, we will figure this all out eventually. So.
So I was really excited to see that you picked up that St. Ives.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite a while since I've had St. Ives. It's not because I couldn't find it. It's been everywhere I've got my normal malt liquors. But the last time that I had St. Ives was the last time I played Edward 40 Hands. And that, everybody knows St. Ives is no joke.
No.
That crooked eye is there for a reason. And I need to revisit. That's all.
You do. You need to loop back around again and overcome that hurdle. If it was a bad incident with it, you have
it
to.
It really wasn't that it was a bad incident, but on the lines of 1 Four Loko is good, 2's pushing your luck. That's the same story with the crooked eye. I love malt liquor, but St. Ives is a different beast.
That is true. It is. It's not the same as some of the other malt liquors that are out there, or the sweet lager, as they call the country
The
club,
sweet lager now.
Which you wouldn't know, because I kind of miss the old country club look of it, but it's still good. Still a good drink.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna ask for a roll call on the chat. I don't know. This thing is wonderful, and I don't like to use words like that. This is fucking good.
Yeah, it definitely has that citrus taste they're talking about. Yeah, it's interesting, and I guess it's surprising because they don't really have a citrus or an orange flavor, and they never really have.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they used to have a mango back in the day. I think maybe one of the original ones. I don't think I ever had it, but I think there was a mango Four Loko in the beginning,
So,
but I don't think since then.
well, when I got, we got the word and we started searching like the next day. And, I was hitting spots, you were hitting spots, turning up nothing. And I hit you up one day. I said, this store I'm about to go into is the mecca for tall boys. And they truly are. That whole line of fridge is every tall you can think of. And I started at the beginning, and it's one of the only ones I went in and filmed. You'd already done it 3 or 4 times, turned up empty-handed.
Yeah.
So,
and trust me, there's way much more than the original four I did that first couple days.
yeah.
And then there was so many more since then. I just never posted
I
it
was
again.
getting 4 or 5 a day. And when in my job, I'm on this side of town, then this side of town. Monday through Friday, I'm on a different side of town. So this was, I found this on a Thursday. I said, this place is a mecca for tall boys. And I just wanted to take my phone in there to record their selection just to show you. And I started off and went through the cooler, and bam, first thing I seen was Four Loko Pregame USA.
The one you were searching for.
Yes, I've been looking for that, and that was the place I bought it and couldn't remember. So I go through the first cooler, and then I hit second cooler and go top to bottom, third cooler top to bottom. When I hit the fourth one, this is the one with the Four Lokos in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I start down through there, and I see the typical Four Lokos and everything like that, and boom, I seen the Jungle Juice, and I was like, holy shit. So then I go up to the counter. I was like, hey, homie, I need a box. He said,
I need to load them up, man.
Yeah. I said, I need a box. So he gives me a box that was already broken down. And I tried to fold it up, and I get like 3 or 4 cans, and it's starting to collapse. I'm like, dude, just give me the bag. So he gives me the black plastic bag, and I go over there and I throw 6 Jungle Juices in it and 6 USA pre-games and go up there. He said, Mr. Mike. That's pretty bad when the bodega knows your name.
They know you're on the list now. I mean, I like I said, I brought this up when I was talking on the podcast last week with Aaron and Uncle, and I said about my source when I was trying to search for this stuff, and I said I go to the cooler, I search, I go up front, and all the guys in the stores, they'll just give you that blank stare.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you guys have to do Four Loko Jungle Juice, and I just no, what we have is back there.
Yeah, it's a new, same thing. I'm like, it's a new flavor. They just released it.
Yeah,
it should be showing up any day, so be ready for it. But when he was ringing it out and he hit the UPC code on the back, it wouldn't even ring up in the register. He's like, how much are they? I was like, I don't know. He's like, I think they're $1.50.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, we'll figure it out. So he rang up six of them at $1.50 each, and then he rang out all my USA pre-games.
Oh,
that's fucking love right there.
Yeah, you jam the system there with that one.
Yeah, all our hard work paid off right then. The money I saved is what I paid in shipping. How about that?
Yeah, and you did an excellent job with the shipping here. I mean, look at this, David. This was after I had to go through.
Yes, I double boxed it.
Yeah, open up one box. Had to dig through all the nice packing material to make sure it was nice and safe. And then there was a smaller box within the big box that I then had to open up that one and then opened it up to reveal this box here with the 2 cans and the nice little
like the
packaging.
Russian Easter eggs.
I said it was like the little nesting eggs that I had to go through, which was perfect for the season. And
Yeah, I didn't want to
like
take any chances on them busting or getting. I know how this shit gets thrown around and shit.
Especially this time of year during the holidays where there's so
let's
much
get this
stuff.
shit out of here.
Just tossing it all over the place.
Well, that last stop before it got to you, it sat there for 3 days. It wasn't getting kicked for nothing.
Yeah. You were like, when I shipped it, it was cold. I'm like, they showed up here. It was not cold anymore.
Straight out of the fridge into the box. Off to you.
It's not like we were in like some deep frozen tundra here. No, it's just been fairly warm here the past couple of days. So.
It was terrible because I was going to just overnight it. Overnight's not a big thing. I usually do a lot of it for what I do for my customers. When he told me how much it was to overnight that because of the Christmas season, I was like, "Fuck my mind, Bob."
and it would have been here perfectly if it wasn't the Christmas season.
It was damn near $80.
Yeah, to overnight it compared to the 17 and change for priority 3-day shipping.
Yeah,
but like I said, would have made it here if this was a regular week, any other time of year.
And I got it here. I got it at the post office early, so I mean, I was really thought that it was going to pull through. We had our fingers crossed for this
you're hoping,
miracle. Yeah. This is just real life. This ain't the Hallmark Channel. We didn't get that last miracle.
I know. It's right. It didn't
By
line
the way,
up perfectly.
I'm black and white tonight.
Yeah. The only one I had down here was the red and black, which I it's a little. I mean, it's a little chilly. I had to keep I got my plaid.
You do.
Festive Christmas.
I was getting this shirt out. And I said, man, if I had some beard dye, I would do like old Hollywood Hogan with the black beard.
Yeah, you get the white mustache.
Yeah,
and the black beard around there. But like I said, I'm gonna and this here too. See, this was the rest of the goodies here.
There you go.
See, there's the 40 there of the St. Ides, the Colt 45 12-ounce cans,
big ROMs.
And the Country Club 16 ounces there, and the Dirty Bird there, the Thunderbird, which I said right there. There's the picture again here of that. I walked in that one final bird sitting there on the shelf, covered in dust, right next to the Manischewitz there.
The Manischewitz.
Right there. I mean, like I said, I went back. I had to admit that I went back and I looked today in my pictures, and it was June 24th of 2022 that I went to the same spot, and they had 2 rows of Thunderbird Blue Label.
You're a nicer guy than I am.
And like I said, I picked up I think 6 when I was there, and there was still some left because I could have
last year or the year before.
It was June of 2022.
Okay,
I went back and looked, and I thought it was more. I thought it was older than that.
You did a public service by leaving one behind for somebody.
Well, I think there was. I think there was more than one left. I think there were a couple left. I think maybe 2 or 3, and I'm like, you know what? I could clear all of them out, but I'll leave it out there because leave it for the people that want to go out there and find this. So
I respect that.
Enough time goes by, and like I said, I went in there randomly because I was just searching every store I knew of that had Four Loko, and I'm just literally going down the highway, just stop at there's a liquor store, stop in, take a look, and I got to this place, and I'm like, well, maybe they have the Four Loko, maybe they have the Thunderbird left, and I go right in there, I go to the spot where it was. And there's the one lonely bottle right there sitting on the bottom shelf. And I mean, and you can tell. I mean, look at the dust on that bottle, and look at that carpet. That I mean, that shows you.
Yeah, that is the bottom shelf.
Yeah. I mean, look at that carpet there.
It's like bowling alley carpet.
Yeah, so you know that's one of those spots that would have the good stuff there, and I think this spot probably years ago is probably one of the meccas of the bum wine that probably had all of it.
Sure,
there. It's another one it's another spot that's
and it was
right outside. Yeah.
And all that was probably one level up in those days.
Yeah, now it's down there on the bottom, covered in dust. A little pricey. Like, see, $5.99 for the bottle. That's a little pricey on that because I got that in the St. Ides. He gave me that in the St. Ides. I think it was $10 for both of them. So that was a little pricey for them, but
I bought all my jungle juices, 6 jungle juices, 6 USAs, and some gas station chicken wings, and I didn't even spend $20.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, between the all that stuff here, I mean, it was just under $20 for all this.
You buzzing yet?
See, oh yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it too.
See, I can always go back for what that's what 40 ounce horror show just said in the chat. You should have cleared out both stores of the St. Ides 40s and the tall cans.
Yeah,
I can always go back.
Well, I did that same thing. The last time I went back to Louisville, when I went to my spot, I cleaned them out of all the King Cobra they had. And you remember that picture? I had like 20 of them.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. And you know what? I didn't even know that it was going to disappear. I just bought that many because I live so far away from the city now that I was just stocking up. Little did I know that was the last time I was going to get King Cobra.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I almost stopped the other day. I was not close to a spot, but the last spot that I did get a King Cobra, ooh, there we go, 40. I wasn't right by it, but I was close to it, but I didn't have time to go out of the way to stop over there to see if they had any, because I was like, I wonder if they still have the King Cobra 40s, because I think that's still something that's a little rare and hard to find. I'm pretty sure there's still, because there was that rumor a while back that they were going to discontinue the King Cobra.
I didn't catch that. I didn't know that.
But I think that was false. I think they said that wasn't true. People were still finding it, but it's just gotten very, very hard to find these days. So next time I'll have to give a look and see.
Yeah. So we're live tonight. This is December 26th. Yesterday, Christmas Day, everybody was here at the house. I had a lot of things on my plate. Everybody makes me make mac and cheese per year. I don't know why. I don't do anything special with it. But everybody seems to fucking love my mac and cheese.
Do you pour a little high life? A little high life in that mac and cheese?
So
or the right here. We talk about cooking with Four Loko all the time.
Well, listen, cooking with Four Loko, you can drink your chili and eat your Four Lokos. Yeah. No, but so I get the mac and cheese and stuff out of the way, and then there's more people in the house I want to be around, that kind of thing, so I sneak off and I slam down was it fruit punch?
Yeah, I think you sent me, right?
It's a fruit punch Four Loko.
Yeah.
And I was being responsible because I only picked it because it was a 12.
It was the 12. Yeah, it was on the lower end. and the fruit punch is a sleeper one. That one's not bad.
No, it went down pretty good, probably about 5 or 6 drinks. And of course, me not feeling anything right away, I feel kind of ripped off. So, I pulled on that bourbon bottle a couple times. So I've been better off getting a 13.9 and slamming it down and drinking beer because I got just as drunk and shitty. But yeah, I got through the holidays.
You do what you got to do. You got to. 'Tis the season, right?
Yep. So we got some chat. We got some action in the chat. What's up? Oh, King Cobra is still. I got this.
Yeah. King Cobra is still alive in Southern California. It's also somewhat easy to find in Western Connecticut. So
you went from one side of the country to the other, homie.
He's got both coasts covered, So that's good. That's somebody out there putting in the work.
Mr. Horseshow, if you're going coast to coast, stop in the Bluegrass State and we'll have a drink and make a toast. Coast to coast, stop here, we'll make a toast. My dude.
Yeah, see.
But my boy Big Rom, he's the next generation of drinker.
Yeah, he is. He's out there. He's been putting in the work for years, even before he was legally able to do it.
Just like we started.
Yeah.
But I have frequent text and chats with him. He was brought up right, old school, drinking the malt liquor. He represents pretty hard. So big homie, take care.
He travels coast to coast for work, so that's why he can find out all that.
I got you.
See, and I did finish up here with the on Christmas here, the little more of the Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog.
I looked for that yesterday,
which is pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. I looked for that. I picked up a big handle of very, very cheap bourbon to make like mixed drinks, and got a little bit of Wild Turkey 101 that I've been sipping on. But I got a big handle of I think it was Kentucky Tavern this time.
Okay.
For $20. That's what was in that big box I sent you a picture of yesterday. Hey, I normally get Kentucky Gentleman. It's $14.99 for 175. Big box. And they were all out of it because of the holiday and shit. So
yeah, give it a couple weeks. Once
I stepped up and got Kentucky Tavern at $20.99 for a big handle. Fucking
you got to do what you got to do,
I know. The last one, a few months back, Four Roses big handle was on sale for I can't remember. I bought it. My problem is if I get that big bottle of good bourbon like that or decent bourbon, I don't care if it's a fifth or a half pint or a half gallon. I'll fucking blow through it really quick because it's so good. The Noah's Mill. It had jumped up and spiked up in price for a little bit, but yesterday I seen it for $49.99. It's usually about $55. I seen it $69 about 2 months ago. So I don't know what the fluctuation is on that right now.
Yeah, it's like 1 week it's this price, then the next week it's lower, it's higher, it's just back and forth. Well, pick one and stick to it.
And I bought another bottle of Heaven's Door bourbon, which is Bob Dylan's brand.
No, how is that?
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I got that. I got the bourbon and I got the rye. I'm a super sucker for rye whiskey. So obviously I like the rye better than the bourbon, but I got both of them, and it's overpriced. It's a premium price. It was like almost $80 for a fifth. But
man,
yeah, we talk about drinking on a budget, but
yeah, that is not what we're talking about.
Yeah. So I've got my bourbon collection of the good stuff, and then I'll pull it out when I got friends over and shit like that and show off. But I buy the cheap shit so I can throw down. My can's empty.
I have a little bit left here. I've been trying, not that I'm nursing it or anything, but it's trying to savor it a little bit.
It went down super
it
good.
does. It goes down quick.
Yeah.
Definitely lives up to the hype.
So I think in the chat, do you notice how the conversations change as we get through with our drinks?
Yeah, it's the age old. This is how we start the podcast.
Yes.
This is how we end the podcast.
Yes. Who notices the progression?
Yeah. It's like, I think we'll have to advance in the with the video of the like a little bar where we start with the levels of like you start down low and then it goes up the tracker as you.
The perfect example is the 300th episode at 3.5 hours long.
Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
Oh my gosh!
Check out episode 300 in the archives. It's there.
I got to the hour 45-minute mark, and I couldn't stand to hear myself anymore. I embarrassed myself. I'm like, I do not need to see the way I act when I'm drunk.
Yeah, but it was great. We had a great time. It was great.
For myths and legend,
if you haven't checked that out, if you haven't checked out episode 300 of Bone with Bobcat, it's here. It's in the archives. If you want to listen, it's on the podcast feed. If you want to watch along with us,
you'll see the notorious Incredible Hulk
right here on YouTube. That was kind of the official kickoff of the video podcast now, because people always said for years they're like, being very mysterious in the background, and like Matt Slayer, he's like, I didn't know you were a real person. I just thought you were an avatar of a bobcat. And I'm like, oh well, we on here. Do you know I'm real? He's like, I'm not fully 100% sure that you're real. You might be AI generated.
Yes.
So he's like, I kind of believe you, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So every week now we have to kind of keep the progression going and going and going with it there. So
I love being able to live stream on the fly.
Yeah. So this is big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
That's going to be in the benefit of us when big news drops or something. We can just boom, be on live and be on the front lines of this bullshit.
Yeah, it's like we try to be. We wanted to be on the front lines for the Jungle Juice. We wanted to be out there like day one.
Definitely.
But it was just not meant to be. It was,
and if Four Loko was smart, they know we're pushing hard on this. They need to contact us first before they start going public with all this crap. They need to call on us first and put it out there, because we're going to get a legit. If this was shit, I'd tell you it was shit.
Yeah, that's what I say.
The guys that we seen that did the first review on it, my dude goes like this, takes his first drink and goes, didn't even swallow it. He let it run out of his mouth on the ground. I mean, what a pole smoker.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the people that want to just hate on it to hate on it.
Yeah.
And we try to be honest here, and we're not.
If this thing tasted like a turd, I'm still going to swallow it, because I'm not going to waste alcohol.
Yeah.
And tell you it's a turd.
Oh yeah, and I'm with that too. Like people, I think we've talked about it before. Like you see the video of people that would be like, oh, they had like people that even big Rome over here is like, I don't like the the flavored malts.
That's legit.
Don't fruit the malts. And I get, and it was just true, which is it's not the same. If you're fruiting the country club
Yes, malt
That
liquor and malt beverage.
right. That's where people kind of get mixed up. Is that people
Yeah.
be like, oh, that like that people say Four Loko, that's a malt liquor. I'm like, no, it's a malt beverage.
That's the way. The malt beverage is a way to get the higher alcohol content
Right.
in a store that isn't a liquor store.
Right.
So the malt beverage, and so I'm old. I'm a legit old school malt liquor drinker. I'm Mr. Colt 45. But you know, the days of the old school are fading away. They're taking it away from us because they're catering to the the younger crowd, the seltzer crowd, the pirate water crowd. We don't fit in that demographic. We tried, we did, we did our thing with pirate water, and they totally shit on us.
I'm still waiting for my
Right.
pirate 40 pack from July that I've never found since then. It's gonna be 7 months later.
I got 3 cans of pirate water in the fridge. I'll probably never crack open.
Yeah, I have a couple. I have two left in the fridge too.
I might mix them in a blender and some other bullshit.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll hold on to them for now and see what happens come springtime.
The reason I jumped on board with so hard with Four Loko is that they're engaged with us, the consumers. I mean, basically, if you look at their story feed just for today, it's just all their regular ass consumers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. I love it. I love their marketing. And on top of that, $3 is what you're going to buy a solo Four Loko for. Where else are you going to get bent on $3?
It's true. It's the best bang for the buck.
Correct.
As we always say here, and it's the backbone. And while things like this are few and far between now,
but in its
like
day,
yes, look, yeah,
in its day, that was $1.99 bottle.
Right now for like this, like $5.99 for this.
But in
today's world,
you got you, me, and 2 more of our homies. We go get that and we pass that around and drink a 40 malt liquor each, and we were set for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And let the games begin.
Oh yeah,
that's the grassroots of bum wine. It's just that's what we're trying to keep alive.
It is, and like I said, people, you can hate it, you can love it. Four Loko, and as you said, it is, for as much as we give them shit too for where we think we should be getting a little more play from their side of what we try to do for them and what we think we could do. They still do share the stuff. They put the stuff out there. They post about it, and yes, it's like we said, it's a malt beverage.
All the shit that they
Yeah. I mean, you got your finger. I got mine back there too. I know. See, I mean,
yeah,
you got the foam finger. I got mine hanging.
Yep, I see
over here. You got your flag. My flag's over on this side. You can't see it, but it's sitting over here.
I got the koozie sitting.
You got the float behind you there. I got mine was out in the pool. It's out in the shed.
Oh, wait a minute. I got the Mecca. Hold on.
See, I got the infamous lanyard koozie over here. Oh yeah, and there's the
infamous skateboard air guitar.
The skateboard. Yeah.
I mean,
there it is.
Quality.
Yeah, I mean that's big time stuff right there.
How's this camera work?
There you go. No, that's good. Showing off that deck. Right.
But there. Yeah, I mean, they let us know right away what's new. We get it. We're on the front lines, and then it goes open to the public. I love that about it. Keeps us involved, but they need to bring us on board on breaking this shit loose to the public. That's why I feel. Big Loko.
Right. Like we said with like this Jungle Juice release, they posted it out there, and people are still out there searching.
Even back when you were doing your golf scramble, they said, "Sure, we'll help you guys out." Now,
yeah.
They were real quick to say, "Yeah, we'll help you out." Now they dropped the ball by getting it there,
right?
But
right. It didn't make
hesitate.
Right, it didn't make it here on time, but it did show up that they did follow through. They sent it out, and they are very. They'll hook you up with stuff that you need out there.
Yeah.
So I'll give them all the credit in the world for that. But yeah, it's let's see. There we go. It hit the bottom of that guy there, but I can wash it down with some country club here.
I'm totally dry. I'm empty on all corners. Nothing for me to drink and reach.
See, look at this. Famous for its flavor. What the country club says here.
Flavor. Country club back in the day was. I always bought mine at the CVS pharmacy. You can get a 40 of CVS back in the day.
Only the best. I mean, that's
sure was.
You
you took that for granted. I mean, I don't know, man. You took it for granted. You go in any little store and buy malt liquor. Now you got to search for it.
I know all this stuff. That's why we're kind of gonna throw it back in the upcoming year in 2024. We're gonna kind of go back to the grassroots of the bum wine, the malt liquor, and all that stuff. And yes, you'll still see, these guys sprinkled in there. But I mean, yes, we kind of went, balls to the wall.
A decade.
Yeah, we kind of went balls to the wall with the Four Loko this year.
We sure did.
Just with the whole, the sponsorship and the stickers. Yes,
they were loyal to us, and we
and all that stuff. I mean, yes, we would love a little more push from them with it, and we'll keep pushing for it. If they come back and say, "Okay, we'll do that for you," then sure, we'll do it. If they want to, officially sponsor and supply us with some Four Loko, then we'll go for it there.
Do you see what Horror Show just wrote?
Yeah, see right here. I'll put it up here. Yeah, my local writer used to carry Schlitz Bull Ice and Colt 45 double malts. 40s, no more.
Sad.
And yeah, that is sad. That's that's what you would love to see.
If you want to know how bad, go back in the archives. My search for double malt, 20-year search. And, Bob sent me some tall boys. Made my year. 20 years of searching. But a 40 of double malt, oh, that's a holy grail.
I would love that. Yeah, I have not.
Holy grail.
I have not found that. That would be one of those on the list to track down. The 40 of the double malt would be perfect.
40s. I love 40.
It's perfect. It's like the perfect.
So in the early days of internet and chat rooms, what do we have? We had a 40-ounce malt liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the early days, you had a chat room, all the threads and stuff like that. And I was 40-ounce killer or killer.
Killer.
Yeah, 40-ounce killer. Back then, God, that was 20 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would see guys drinking stuff like Camo, Triple X, and 5X, and I'm like, what is that? And that's when I realized how regional malt liquor was. Up to that point, I just thought you had the big four: OE, St. Ives, Colt 45, and Cobra.
And Mickey's too.
Mickey's.
Yeah.
I didn't
Mickey's.
have 40s of Mickey's. I just had grenades.
Yeah.
And Ballantine.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So didn't realize there was so much of variety in how regional malt liquor was. And the good shit.
I know all the classics, all the good stuff, which we'll be revisiting.
2024, we gotta. Oh, can't wait! It's gotta just keep getting better. I mean, you're talking 10 years.
Yeah, I know we're talking 10 years. We're saying 2024, 24 ounces. So we're gonna be doing some special features with the 24 ounce. The like Roadhouse said, he found the mecca of the tall boy cans of all the 24 ounces out there. And like I said, I used to do and I've done off and on for the years. The Tall Boy Thursdays for the NFL season. I would feature one every week, but not essentially that. But ooh, there you go, Efren. That was for you, buddy. But we'll do some more 24 ounces in 2024. Try to think of some gimmick with that. We'll discuss. If you guys out there have an idea about a little 24 ounce promotion type thing, and not necessarily like Tuesday or Thursday, but because I'm not trying to limit it to one day a week, but just right. As I was like, 24 ounces for 2024, but that's only half a year essentially.
There's
and
24 hours in a day.
We'll get way past that before then. So any ideas you guys have out there, anybody out there watching this, listening to it on the podcast, checking it out, if you stumble across us on YouTube, with Four Loko Jungle Juice, because technically we can't really incorporate these because these are 23.5, so they're not
13.9.
Yeah, so the Four Loko does not qualify for the 24 ounce in 2024 because they're 23.5, and we're trying to be legit here. So even like those 25 ounce Anheuser-Busch ones, we can't do those. It's got to be 24 ounces.
Well, we can make up the difference for the 25 ounces to cover the deficit. Hey, it all works out in the laundry.
We can play with the numbers here. We'll make it work here. But yes, definitely tell your friends if you like what we do here, and I know people do, otherwise you wouldn't still be doing it.
Right.
It's just like the quiet crew we have here, but for the people who joined us here today for the live stream, 40 Ounce Horror Show, Big Rome, anybody else who is out there lurking in the chat out there, because I know there's more people out there. They're just they're just quiet.
I call bullshit because I'd be doing this anyway.
Yeah. But smash that subscribe button.
Man, we need the help
on YouTube. Like we said, we're trying to, because people say yes, it's been 10 years, but the YouTube was like the forgotten child, for years, because we weren't doing video stuff. I'd throw up stuff here and there, but we're really trying to expand the video side, the YouTube side these days. So subscribe, tell your friends. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You just hit that button, ring the bell. They say, hit the little bell. Subscribe to the podcast here, or subscribe on your podcast app of choice, Apple, Spotify,
Get involved. Get
anything.
involved because we all sit around and drink together. I mean,
and we're gonna do more live stuff, more group stuff. Like you said, if you saw the 300th episode, we had 9 people on here at once,
right?
Drinking here, and we'll do more of that in the future. So so definitely, tell your friends to check it out, like, subscribe, rate, review, all that stuff. Check out bumwinebob.com as we get ready to celebrate 10 years.
10
years of the website, 9 years of the podcast. Episode 303 right here. Yeah, it should be 303. So we'll keep it going. So, Roadhouse, anything else you wanna say before we sign off here?
I think I've said enough for tonight. I really voiced my opinion heavy. Empty, beautiful, wonderful, love it. You want me to give a review? 2 thumbs up. This shit is the bomb. This is going. I'm losing my voice. To me, that's jumped right up to the top of my list. We'll go back to it again here in a couple days. That may change because the excitement and the anticipation.
Yeah. The initial buzz of it. You're like, oh man, this is awesome.
It was great.
You give it a few days, try it again.
Yeah.
See where it stands.
But for now,
and go from there.
This one jumped straight to the top of my list. Guys, we want to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year. Share this, send it to your buddies, tell them to smash and subscribe. Tell them to subscribe, get to 100, and then roll the fuck out. We don't care. From there, the ball gets rolling. We just want to hit that milestone. What's he saying? Support fellow malt liquor.
And there will be more malt liquor coming its way.
Yeah, motherfucker.
For, like we said, for the people that are not big fans of the fruit malt beverages, we're gonna be throwing it back. We got Country Club.
I could put up that picture of my fridge.
The Dirty Bird. More of that coming up here, kind of going old school 2024. So
yeah, if guys don't realize how much of a malt liquor lover I am, I don't think I have one, Bob.
It's all right. For the next one, we'll get it in here. We'll be able to post it for the people to see.
I'll put it on my Instagram. Follow on Instagram.
Yeah, follow at Roadhouse 71 out there. See, look at that. That Colt 45 works every time. Like I said, I mean, look at when you got this lineup here: Colt 45, Country Club, St. Ides, and Thunderbird. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. And don't forget, I'm going to throw this one up before we sign up here. Don't forget your hams and your hams. So hopefully everybody out there enjoyed there you go, your Colt 45, your Dominoes.
Yeah.
Out there. Hopefully you enjoyed your holiday hams too for Christmas. Whatever you celebrate.
Perfect example. Look at that fridge.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at all those 40s of Colt 45. There's that double malt at Cisco.
Yep, double
Irish
malt.
Rose, Thunderbird, all the essentials right there that you can enjoy out there. But,
so, guys,
hey,
don't forget to search bottom shelf. Bottom shelf. Look for
exactly. Keep looking.
Hidden.
You can find this right there. Look at that. Bottom shelf. You got to hit those stores with the dusty, crappy 70s carpet out there.
Just take a picture, even if you don't feel like buying it. Take a picture, tag us in it. We'll bust your balls for not buying it. Where'd my voice go, Bob?
Yeah. Well, on that, I finished off that country club, the Four Loko Jungle Juice.
Fucking
Stay
great.
tuned. Stay tuned for the power rankings.
Yeah.
Coming soon to bumwinebob.com for the Four Loko power rankings for 2023. Thank you to everybody.
Appreciate y'all
on the live stream. You guys are awesome. We'll be doing more.
We do this for you guys.
We'll be doing it out there. I mean, we love hanging out, drinking.
I get drunk for myself. I don't give a fuck about you guys. I'm going to do it anyway. I appreciate you for showing up.
Yeah, I'm just doing it out here, for the hell of it. But hey, like we said, subscribe, tell your friends, spread the good word. The best of the worst at cheap booze is at bumwinebob.com. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.